Alright, we are back with another round of Hollywood's most unexpected gun owners. And this time, we went deeper and younger. You think you know who's packing? You don't. We've got MCU stars, Oscar winners, a Golden Globe champ, and Iron Man himself. And this time, we are telling you exactly what they are carrying. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. If you have been with us since the beginning, you know the deal. We celebrate the Second Amendment. We have a good time doing it, and we let the facts do the talking. New here? Hit subscribe. You are going to like it here. Let's get into it. Kicking things off with everyone's favorite Star-Lord, Chris Pratt. In a legendary 2014 Esquire interview that left the reporter visibly stunned, Pratt casually revealed he owns somewhere between 30 and 40 firearms. That's not a gun owner, that's a curator. He hunts predators and farm varmints out in Wyoming, shoots recreationally, and even bought his then-wife Anna Faris her own gun for home defense while he was away on location. Pratt is known to carry a Kimber Warrior 1911 as his personal sidearm. He brought it to the set of The Tomorrow War, fitted with a Surefire X300 weapon light and extended magazine release, meaning it was his actual gun, not a prop. The Kimber Warrior is a full-size 1911 chambered in .45 ACP, built to military spec, with an aggressive checkered grip and match-grade barrel. One of the most trusted duty-grade 1911s on the market. He also runs bolt-action hunting rifles for predator hunting in Wyoming. The man went from Andy Dwyer on Parks and Rec to a 40-gun collection and a custom 1911. Character development does not get better than that. Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr. RDJ's real-life gun story is one of the most entertainingly documented in Hollywood history. Back in 1996, he was pulled over speeding down Sunset Boulevard, and police found an unloaded .357 Magnum revolver in his vehicle. He was arrested on concealed carry charges and later told a reporter he felt he deserved his gun back once probation was over, and that he was not doing anything with it except pretending to be skilled in its use. A .357 Magnum revolver is no joke. That round delivers serious stopping power and sits among the most respected cartridges in American history. Classic .357 platforms like the Smith & Wesson Model 686 or the Ruger GP100 are workhorses known for accuracy, durability, and the ability to fire both .357 Magnum and .38 Special. The man who built a fictional suit of iron was already rolling with a .357 Mag long before saving the world became his actual day job. That is deeply on brand. The God of Riffs, James Hetfield of Metallica. Hetfield is a lifelong hunter and outdoorsman, and firearms are central to that life. He has been involved with hunting organizations and spoken about the sport throughout his career. As a serious big game hunter, his go-to platforms are bolt-action rifles, chambered in heavy calibers like .30-06 Springfield and .300 Winchester Magnum. These are cartridges built for clean, ethical kills at distance on elk and deer. The .30-06 in particular is one of the most proven hunting rounds in American history. Accurate past 300 yards and capable on any North American game animal. This is a guy who writes music about war and the apocalypse and then goes home and quietly hunts in the mountains. The man who wrote Enter Sandman has probably watched more sunrises from a deer stand than most hunters half his age. Here's a name that surprises people: Demi Moore. G.I. Jane, Ghost, and yes, gun owner. When she and then-husband Ashton Kutcher were living together in Idaho, both went out and bought firearms together. Kutcher told the Daily Mail directly, and this is a verified, sourced quote, "She got a Glock and I got a Springfield." Moore chose the Glock, which is one of the most reliable semi-automatic pistol platforms ever produced. The Glock family is known for its polymer frame lightweight design and legendary reliability in any conditions. Rain, mud, extreme temperatures, and trail dust, it keeps running. In 2010, Kutcher posted a photo of her at a Los Angeles gun range, running what appears to be an AR-15, captioned, "This is why you do not mess with Mrs. Kutcher." Demi Moore is People's 2025 Most Beautiful Woman in the World, a Golden Globe winner, and a verified Glock owner. That combination is genuinely unbeatable. Old Hollywood legend Kurt Russell. Russell has been one of the most consistent Second Amendment voices in Hollywood for decades. He has argued in interviews that gun control does not stop criminals. It disarms the people who follow the law. He has pushed back hard on Hollywood's hypocrisy, making a career out of gun-heavy films while staying completely honest about his personal ownership off camera. As a collector and outdoorsman, Russell gravitates toward classic American firearms, including revolvers and lever-action rifles. He played Wyatt Earp in Tombstone and a lawman in The Hateful Eight, and brings the same authenticity to his real collection. A nickel-plated Colt single-action army or a classic Winchester lever gun fits perfectly in Russell's hands, on or off the set. You do not play Wyatt Earp and then go home to an empty safe. Samuel L. Jackson, the highest-grossing actor in Hollywood history and a real-life gun owner, who grew up around firearms in Tennessee. In a 2016 Guardian interview, Jackson said plainly, yes, he still owns guns, and talked about growing up in a black Southern community where firearms were a common and necessary part of daily life. He has spoken about keeping guns for self-defense and argued against strict gun control, saying it's a natural way for Americans to defend themselves. Jackson is known to favor Glock pistols for personal protection, consistent with his Shaft franchise, where his character ran a Glock 17 as his primary sidearm. The Glock 17 is the gold standard full-size 9mm holding 17+1 rounds, used by law enforcement and military worldwide. A Glock 17 from the man who played Nick Fury makes complete sense. Pink. The pop powerhouse has spoken publicly about owning firearms at home, and she approaches it with the same no-nonsense attitude she brings to everything else in her life. For home defense, the smart choice is a compact 9mm, and based on Pink's priorities around protection and simplicity, a Glock 19 fits her perfectly. The Glock 19 holds 15+1 rounds of 9mm in a slightly smaller, lighter package than the full-size 17. It is the most popular handgun in America for exactly those reasons. Reliable, easy to maintain, effective at close range, and simple enough that you do not have to think when you need it most. Pink has zero patience for the idea that gun ownership and being a strong, independent woman are in conflict. She owns her guns, takes training seriously, and moves on. Nobody is out-toughing Pink on the range or anywhere else. That is just a fact. Country music royalty Garth Brooks, one of the best-selling music artists in American history, a lifelong Oklahoman and an avid hunter and outdoorsman. Garth has talked about his love of the outdoors throughout his career, and firearms are a natural part of that tradition. As a hunter, Brooks runs bolt-action rifles for deer and elk, and almost certainly has a shotgun collection, given the deep bird hunting culture in Oklahoma. A Browning Satori over-under 12 gauge would fit Garth perfectly. The Satori is a classic American shotgun known for beautiful craftsmanship, smooth swing, and exceptional balance in the field. It is the gun you bring to a dove hunt with your dad or your grandfather. The guy sold more albums in the U.S. than almost anyone in history. And somewhere in his house, there is a beautiful woodstock rifle that belonged to someone in his family long before he ever sold a single record. Saving the best twist for last, Drew Barrymore, talk show host, E.T. survivor, Hollywood royalty, America's sweetheart, and gun owner. Barrymore has spoken about keeping firearms at home for protection and treats it the same way she treats everything else: practical, low drama, and completely her own choice. She is not doing a press tour about it. She owns guns, takes them seriously, and moves on. Given her focus on home protection, a Smith & Wesson Model 642 and 38 Special fits perfectly. The 642 is a lightweight aluminum frame revolver weighing just 15 ounces, one of the most popular personal protection revolvers ever made. Simple, reliable, low maintenance, and ready when you need it. Drew Barrymore out here being a completely normal American. The most surprising and least surprising entry on this list at the same time. And that is your Volume 3 list. From Star-Lord's personal Kimber 1911 to Iron Man's real-life .357 Magnum to Demi Moore's Glock to Drew Barrymore's Smith & Wesson 642. Gun ownership cuts across every lane, every genre, every coast, and every career. Drop in the comments below who surprised you most and who you think should make the Volume 4 list. Like the video, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.